Welcome to the AI playbook, and then not just the AI playbook, but your very first win in the AI playbook. And for your very first win, we're going to be building a website. So whether you have a business that you like a website for, or you want to build websites for other people, or you have a personal portfolio you want to show off, or you just want to learn some new AI tools and show off what you learned, well, this is the perfect place to do it because we're not just building any regular website. We're going to be building a gorgeous, beautiful, custom 3D website like the ones you see here. The ones that you are show-stopping, have gorgeous designs, and really stand out from any other standard website. Ones you don't see every day. And these are like the top 1% of websites that are out there. So if you want a gorgeous design like this is the perfect video for you. And in about under an hour, me and you are both going to have one of these running gorgeous websites live on the internet. So you'll be able to share this link with your friends or for your business, and people will be able to see what you've built. So all you need to get this website up is running is the Claude Code desktop app, and then this beautiful website skill right here that I added to this course for you guys. I spent hours and hours and hours and multiple iterations trying to build this skill out to make sure it is perfect for you guys. And in this video, I'm going to download this skill as well and go step by step through how to get this going and take the exact same steps that you guys need to get it live. So you'll be able to follow along step by step with me. So sit back, enjoy, and get ready to have a gorgeous creation on your hands in no time. So like I said, all you have to do is download this skill file. So while that is downloading, head over to your Claude desktop app, head over into Claude Code, and then just click whatever selected file is currently here, whatever the working directory is. When you click on that, just hit open folder, new folder, and then name it something just like 3D website, for example. Oops. And then that is all you need. I'm going to make mine all one word, create that folder. And now we're going to open up this Claude Code session in this completely empty folder that we just created called 3D website. The next step is to open up your downloads folder. So I'm going to drag mine in here and see how it's the beautiful website skill we just downloaded. So I'm going to right click it, open it up. You guys do the same. However, we unzip it. Once that skill is unzipped, just take that folder and drag it into the Claude Code chat here and just say something like, take this beautiful website skill folder and turn it into a project level skill for me. So that is all you're going to need to do. Then just hit enter here. Now it is time to wait while it takes this folder and generates the skill for you. So now after a little bit of time, you're going to see that the skill was successfully installed. Now I got a little extra message here because I already had the skill installed on my computer. So you won't see this, you'll just see something like this. And now the next step is we're going to connect our Claude to Higgsfield because that is what generates all the gorgeous assets and images in the 3D scroll that you see. But do not worry, if you don't know what Higgsfield is, it's just an image or a video generator. And those of you who do know, it can be kind of costly. But I set this entire tutorial up in a way where we'll be able to do it for free. So if you just follow along with me for a little bit and hit this plus button, connectors, browse connectors, and then come up here and type, I believe they just call it Higgs actually. Oh, there it was for a second. Okay. So here we go. So you're going to want to hit, I already was connected. I disconnected for this video. That's why it says reconnect. Yours will just say connect. So I'll say reconnect, and then it will pull up the Higgsfield website and have you sign in here. If you already have an account with Higgsfield and you already generate videos, like feel free to just sign in regularly. But if you've never used Higgsfield before, that's fine. Just select any account that you'd like to sign up with. So since we did it through Claude, I'm going to pick this account here. We're going to get a little discount, a little free trial when we connect to here. So yes, I'll give it access to Claude. So if you come over here, you'll see this 3-day free trial over here. So we'll get 100 credits for 3 days. So the way I set this up is we're only going to need 100 credits to generate all the assets for our site, which is perfect. So just hit get free trial here if you don't have one yet. And remember, this isn't on me. After 3 days of you having this, they will charge your card the $49. So pause the video right now, set a reminder on your phone for 2 days from now, 2.5 days from now to cancel this. I am not responsible for the $50 that you get charged if you forget. So I just got texted my code. I'm going to put that in real quick and get logged in. Here's where you put in whatever payment information. And like I said, not on me if you forget. Okay, so after your payment goes through, this is the very next screen that you're going to see. just hit continue here. And this will authorize Claude to connect to Higgsfield on your behalf, which is amazing because we don't want to actually talk to Higgsfield. We don't want to deal with that. We want the skill that I made to talk to Higgsfield for us. Believe me, I iterated over and over and over again. And this setup that I just came up with produced the most consistent, fantastic results. So when you're done, you'll see something like this. I just click that and it brings us back here. So you can come down and see if it worked by just going like to connectors, and Higgs is turned on right here, or manage connectors, and see that we are connected. This little check mark is exactly what you want to see. So now there are two more things that I want to cover before we actually build the site. One is, if you check here, we're using Opus 5. We are going to be generating a 3D website. So we want the highest brain power possible to come up with the most powerful prompts that we can. So we want to be using the most powerful model that we can. So switch to Fable 5 here, and then go from extra. You're going to slide this all the way up to Ultra Code. Believe me, Fable 5 Ultra Code, it will use your usage up faster, but it is included in your plan, so you're not going to be spending more money. And this is what you want to be able to actually get the websites that we showed earlier. These gorgeous, crisp designs that move fluently, are intuitive, make sense, look gorgeous, and really show off what we're trying to do. So the other thing I want to cover, and this skill does cover it for you, but I want to say it ahead of time, is based on the amount of Higgsfield credits you have, this skill will do different things. So if you have 0 credits, there's lane A, and it will generate you a really nice, gorgeous website without connecting to Higgsfield. So you could do that if you want to, but you're not going to get that gorgeous imagery because a model alone can't generate images like that. It needs the image generation models like Cdance, VO, Nano Banana, stuff like that. And then right now we have 100 credits. So I set a limit on how much the model is able to do, because we don't want to burn out our credits and then you actually have to spend money to get this website live. We don't want that. So I came up with a system that will fit with those 100 credits. Now, if you want more out of this, so for example, we'll have 3 5-second clips on our website to use. But if you want more clips or a higher model generating these clips, that costs more credits. So you have that option. I baked it into the skill. It will ask us how many credits we have, and based on how many credits we want to use, it will recommend us a path to follow. So just disclaiming, if you're just doing the free trial and want to follow along with me, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So stick around and follow along. But if you want to juice this skill up a little bit, I made it possible so that you can, or if you want to tune it down, you can. I just wanted to give you guys all the options possible. So the next step now is just say something like, build me a beautiful website. And we're off. So after a little bit of time, it'll run the skill that we just installed right here. And then it's going to ask us some questions. This is where you should take a pause, take a break, really read all of these questions and answer them to the best of your ability, because the website will only be as good as the answers that you give it here. I recommend having Claude help you come up with some of these design directives, because it's very good at being descriptive and it can really help you get a better response. That's what I personally did. So I handled this in a different chat. The other day, my family bought some raw honey from a local farmer and it was delicious. So I feel a little bit inspired to make a website about a raw honey brand. So I spoke to Claude about what I wanted to look like, what I wanted to feel like, and we came up with this breakdown here. So I'm just going to paste it in the chat. But if you have an existing brand already, now would be the time to take your logo, images that you like to have, some colors that you want to use, and smack them in this chat right now, giving them to Claude. But if you don't have anything, it's fine. Just come up with whatever the heck you want. So then here is number 4 is a little thing I want to focus on. So remember I talked about how there was 3 different lanes, the free, the no Higgsfield, the free tier, and then you already paid extra money for it. So right here is where if you don't want to connect to Higgsfield or an image generator, just say I want pure code. It'll still make you a gorgeous website just with no Higgsfield setup. Or if you want real footage, you gotta let them know that we're gonna use some real footage here. It'll ask if you are on something else. So for example, if I don't want to, again, I'm just trying to cover all the bases here. If you're on a different image or video generator software, you can connect it if you want to right here. Again, we're just on Higgsfield. We just connected, so we're going with that. And then number 6 is what lives below your film. That means like the intro will be the cool 3D animated graphic scroll. But then what else do you want your website to accomplish? Do you want to get people to see your work if you're doing a gallery? Do you want them to like be able to book an appointment, for example? So what you want after the cool header is what you put in on number 6. If you don't want to focus on that right now and you just want the cool scroll, just bypass it. Say we'll get there when we get there. And then where does it live? There's two options that I set up here. You can just run it locally on your computer, which means just you can access it. No one else can. It's a private URL basically for just you. Or you can host it through a company called Vercel. It's super easy. It's completely free. You just make an account and then your host or your website will be hosted live at a real URL that you can copy and paste and send to your friends, and they can open it and they can see what you built on their device. I've used Vercel for years. It's a great product. I love it very much. So I highly recommend getting it live because it's cool to be able to send it to other people. So take some time, come up with a clever response for these 7 questions, and whenever you're ready, just hit enter. Right now, what the skill is going to do after it analyzes your brief is check out your Higgsfield account to see what models are available through Higgsfield, how much balance you actually have. It's just verifying everything before it actually begins. So what it will also do is see where you stand with your balance. So we are at 110 credits, which means we have 3 5-second videos available for us on Seedance 2.0. That is the best we can get with our free credits. There is another model of Seedance 2.5 that's a little bit better, but it wouldn't fit our price. So if you want a slightly upgraded version, you're going to have to pay for some more credits to Seedance 2.5 and generate more films and longer films. But we're going to go with the 3x5 on Seedance 2.0 for free. And here it will come back with some visions for you based on everything that you described. So read through these and see which one sticks. Now, I'm really like this one. It goes with what I came up with more so originally. So I'm going to stick with light through amber. Let it know that. Then the very next thing that happens is your art direction and the storyboard get generated. Read through it because this is exactly what it's going to look like. So visualize it in your head as you're reading it. This sounds great to me. I love what this sounds like, so I'm very happy with it. And that even gives you like a whole breakdown of how much each is going to cost you, how long it's going to be, all the breakdown. So this is designed to just be very thorough to make sure it's not doing anything that you're not a fan of or wouldn't want to do yourself. So this is just a double check. But I'm going to say roll the film because this sounds great to me. So now it gets right into it. It's going to start generating assets for you. It generates images first because a video needs to have a starting image and then an ending image, and then AI fills everything in between. If you just give it a starting image, the AI video generation kind of goes crazy and does whatever the heck it wants to. So it needs to have like 2 sanity checkpoints, a clear start and a clear end. So here's my honeycomb. This is the beginning of it. So we'll see where it goes with this. I want to emphasize that it will take some time to generate all of these assets. So they'll start coming in like this and the videos will loop a little bit longer. So these have been going on for quite some time for me now. So while generating the videos, this one's complete here. But while it's generating the videos, just go and hang out and go do some other work. But it'll probably be like a 20 to 25 minute process. So I kept getting this usage limit reached because my limit was full. I kept buying extra credits. It was a whole thing, but my limit's finally reset. So now we can just continue as normal. That's why I sent this little message here, just letting it know all the assets have been generated. But if you're not close to hitting your limit, this will go through smoothly in one pass. I had this go through smoothly in one pass many times. So this shouldn't happen to you. But if it does, just give it a little steer back on track once you have your limit back. So simultaneously, we have all of our assets generated now. So once that happens, it goes and it puts the website together for you. This is the magic. You can just have to put your hands up again. It'll do the whole thing for you. And in no time, you will have a gorgeous site running on your computer and a URL that you can send off to your friends. Okay, so in this process, I just got a little note saying deploy to production. I was already signed into Vercel, so that's why I was able to go ahead and do that manually for me. At this point in time, what it's going to do is it will ask you to log into Vercel. It'll prompt you to. You click it, it'll open up a browser, sign in with your Google account, and then once you're done, close the window, and it will continue for you. As simple as that. And now the moment of truth. After some time, we're going to get the finished message. And this will be the preview of the site here, but we don't care about the Claude preview. We care about the live URL. This is what we could send to your clients, to your friends. This is what you can check out on any browser. So whether you've produced a million sites before and this is nothing new to you, or this is the very first website you have ever published to the internet, congratulations. This is a hell of a first site to publish to the internet. You are in the top 3% of websites out there online in general now in terms of customization and design. So we're going to head to ours, Slow Gold. So here's the website. Our local farmer is going to be thrilled with this one. But the magic starts happening on the scroll. So we're going to scroll down. We can watch this gorgeous honey drip. Nothing in the jar but the meadow. We don't make it. We refuse to ruin it. And it fills our jar all the way at the bottom. Look at that. So, I mean, that's gorgeous. That's absolutely beautiful. You don't just get websites like that these days. Like, this used to take entire development teams. Like, this is insane. We did this in an hour together. And you might not have even built the website before and you're building top 3%. So, this really does show you that with the right instruction, the right guidance, the right tools, the right information, that AI can be so powerful. And this is Exhibit A. Now, as far as customization goes, if you scroll down further, obviously a website isn't just about a nice header. It's got to sell, it's got to convert, it's got to do what you want it to do. So, this is where obviously this is just placeholder stuff. This doesn't actually connect. Oh, no, this is we're sending emails to Slow Gold right here. But that's funny. But yeah, this is all just stuff that comes after it, right? Like you can buy it here. There's different tabs up here for you, all that. Now, if you want to go and customize this is the beautiful part, is you currently have a Claude Code session open for this website. So you could type in anything you want to in this chat. Like let's say you go, I want to add a section here where we can also buy like batch number 2 or batch number 4 coming soon in July. For example, you could do that. Just type it right here. Type it. And then it will appear just so in this website in this customized, unique style. So you now have access to this fully customizable site. One tip on that though, this chat is pretty full. As you can see, our context is getting up there. So the higher your context gets, the more usage you burn through and the less intelligent Claude gets. So start a new Claude Code chat in this exact same folder. This folder knows everything it needs to know to fire up this website and keep it going for you. And then going one step further, if you want to take this Vercel branded URL and replace it with your custom URL for your business, if you've bought one, whatever you want to, you could do that on Vercel's site. There's a million videos out there already walking you through how to place a custom URL through Vercel. You could even talk to Claude and he'll walk you through exactly how to do that, but that is an option if you want to. So congratulations, you got your first win and your first build. How about you take some screen recordings, some screenshots, or even if you want to, just paste the URL so we can all access it in the first win section. I think you people are so creative, so I really want to see what you were able to come up with and generate and get Claude to do for you. Once you have your introduction posted and your first win posted, I will personally make sure that you get enough likes to enter into Chapter 3, the AI Playbook. One last thing I feel obligated to mention before you go as well, if you want to convert this site to mobile as well, the skill can handle mobile creation. The only thing is you need to generate new assets for mobile as well, so it'll run you past your free trial credits. So if you are very keen on having this design on a mobile version as well, then you can head to Higgsfield and sign up for a higher plan that has more credits. I want to say I'm way too small of a creator. Higgsfield is not paying me. Vercel is paying me. Not paying me. These are just tools that I have used over the years or over the past few months and have found are very good. So that's why I'm telling you to use it. I have no affiliation with these companies whatsoever. You can use whatever image generation you want to. But if you want to do mobile, you're going to need to re-up your credits a little bit. I think it's like $50 for the lowest plan. It's kind of pricey. So, but that's just the name of the game. But yeah, get this in the wins. I'll like it, and I will see you in the playbook in no time.